Hey there, and welcome to space. How's it going? This is the Invincible. This is a free demo that is currently available on Steam, and we have just been given a choice here at the start of this demo, and that is we could either take the main path or side path, and I have decided to take the side path, so I wanted all of you to come with me because it's dangerous and I don't want to go alone. I have no idea what this game is, so we're going to discover it together. As you can see, we're not going to be going that way. So apparently I'm not going to be going this way either. All right, hold on. You think? Okay, there is no. I can't jump, so I can't test the gravity here. And also, my monitor is doing something very interesting at the moment, which is occasionally turning off. And this game has some interesting kind of resolution things, so hopefully nothing too quirky happens. All right, this is a... This isn't quite up my alley when it comes to thick punk technology. So I'm a big fan of thick punk, as I like to call it, which is, you know, like 80s space technology, you know, like late 70s, 80s space tech, you know, like the original Alien and, well, and I guess technically Aliens. This is not quite it. But you know what? It does say that the demo doesn't represent the final quality of the game. What? Okay, we're shaking a little bit here. We're shaking, but don't think too much about it, all right? Again, this is only a demo. But I am a little concerned about the shaking. Also, how do I, oh no, that gets me out. Oh no. Okay, I like the little turn-off noise. Okay, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you? Yo, this thing's kind of cool though. Okay, I'm into this thing. I'm into this. This thing's very cool. But okay, well, look, we'll find out how all these things work at some point, but oh. Okay. I got a feeling that this stuff will look pretty cool at some point here. Okay, this is what I wanted. Alright, so I couldn't open this in the car. Okay, it's not letting me, like scroll through it though. Alright, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute now. Alright, I'm gonna back up the car. Alright, I'm gonna back up the car. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Okay, I can't... This is a bad idea. This was a really bad idea, because I can't actually look behind me. Alright, hold on. This music is not helping. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very, shall we call it laid back tense? Okay, so my memory is that it says... Okay, I don't think I meant to take the car. I think if you're taking the side path, you have to take the side path, which it very clearly shows that, so... I think we will need to go up over here. Oh. Okay, if you sprint for longer than 2 seconds, your whole brain ceases to work. Well, hold on. Let's time it. Okay, so when I start moving, I'm just going to immediately sprint. All right, as you can see, You could not sprint for too long. That, you do not get far there. It just very quickly goes very poorly for you. Alright, well, I like the way that there's a slight delay on your head movement with the things that you're holding, like your arms kind of follow after and things like that, which is kind of cool. I also like that you can see the microphone there at the bottom left is a kind of cool... Oh.
The radiation level is rising rapidly.
Yes, now be careful of radiation, of other people.
So, I don't like this chat control. You have to hold spacebar, at least on PC. You have to hold spacebar, then scroll with the mouse wheel, and then you let go of it.
The radioactive environment, I
which
assume the probability of finding people here is
I don't
zero.
Really think is a great choice.
Might well indicate something quite the opposite. Human technology.
Though this game does not use the spacebar as like a jump button, so it does literally not have another use. Someone play the Dune music.
I found a way to the convoy. What might interest you, sir, is that it appears to be a mechanically drilled tunnel. Circular, precise.
I'm more curious about what's on the other end. Although curious might not be quite the right word.
All right. Hopefully we don't slip and slide down here. Because oh. Yep, that's what... See, this is literally what I said. This is what I said.
You all right?
All right, well, at least the gravity... Oh, textures.
Yes.
At least the gravity sort of slowed us down there.
Oh, shit. They're close.
All right, swear words,
At least
man.
one. There's not a soul. I don't see anyone.
Okay, so this game, again, as you can see, has some old tech-looking stuff.
Oh, no. Astrogator. They're dead.
Okay, every time the term astrogator comes up, I feel like it's just like it's just gonna show me like an alligator in an astronaut costume.
After seeing their base, I had a feeling it might end like this. Still, I wonder, what were they looking for? Was it that killed them? Just what the hell?
So I think one of the things that came up was the idea of kind of Firewatch-esque. So I didn't know anything about this game going into it, but someone mentioned Firewatch, and I guess now I can sort of see why. This idea of, like, you know, exploring an area and kind of having to become familiar with it, and you know, you had we left that car behind in the other location.
Found the antimat. It looks damaged, but its log may still be intact.
Copy that. Proceed.
Now, one of the reasons why I actually think the style of Firewatch would work really well for a space game is because one of the things that Firewatch does really well is kind of have a mystery that you don't know what might be watching you at any given time, right? Like, it takes place in a forest and you think like, oh, there's someone watching me and things like that. And you have that even more here because you definitely don't know what might be watching you.
I won't get anything out
in
of
this
the
sort of
other
place.
antimat. It's completely
So that's kind of cool. I'm into it.
To put it mildly.
It's a good meld of location, style, and influence, I think. Though, you know, not that I'm suggesting that Firewatch is, you know, the only game of its genre.
Okay.
Also,
I'm getting into the antimats.
I'm pro walking simulator rather than anti walking simulator. I'm fine with them. Oh, gotta hold. There we go. All right.
What do we have here? They were preparing for departure.
Well, why are there drawings on there? You know what? I don't understand how this space technology works.
Heading somewhere.
Oh, but it does say stab a lot on the left. for some reason. Oh man, I needed to...
They're getting close to where I am now.
I didn't realize that... Hold on, maybe I can go back? There we go.
They passed giant cranes, pulling something out of a, well, giant hole.
Well, it's a good thing that they
I don't
created
recognize
these
that place.
sketches so that someone later could very easily go through what they were doing and understand it.
Sending a probe. Oh, they're
All right.
tunneling their way through.
Drill the hole.
With a- Looks like they found whatever they were looking for in that ominous tunnel. Of course. Those containers
So,
ended up in one of the transporters.
Clearly,
I wonder if it's...
we should go into the tunnel.
The transport's leaving.
I think that's the only smart decision here.
Something's going on.
Why are they taking off their helmets?
One man's trying to draw the attention of the others to... I have no idea what's beyond the frame.
What? They're still outside. Why is he?
The photo is such poor quality.
Oh, this is meant to be a photo.
His face.
Oh, okay, so it's just stylized, like the style of it is just the stylized of the game, but it is meant to be a photo. Okay, so this portion of this, you know, they kind of state at the beginning of the demo that this is into the
Rushing
game.
out of the tunnel,
This is not the
running
beginning of the game. This is a bit into the game.
But are we still considering whether we should go inside?
All right, so you know what? In which case, I should mention actually, because they mention it and I didn't mention it, and I should have. So apologies there. So there may be spoilers here for kind of what happens later in the game. I don't really think that so far what we've seen counts, but you know, worth pointing out just in case you really don't want to see anything. If you're, you know, if you're already interested in and have been enticed by kind of the gameplay style and the style of the game, then you know you have that option.
I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
The situation is far from safe.
Be
I've got
polite.
to do what I've got to do, whether I'm scared or not.
Agreed.
One of the anti-mats has fired straight into the tunnel.
That can be good.
What happened next?
I do like the idea that someone was just like taking photos the entire time though, and then like,
nothing else.
and then slip them in
Only
the, for lack of a better term,
darkness.
you know, butt
Can't you
of
see
this
what he
thing.
was aiming for?
panic. Everyone's trying to escape.
All right, they are.
There's also a second anti-mat. It's shooting into the air.
Unbelievable. Both were faulty.
Astrogator. The antimat's new objective is to eliminate, instead of protecting.
What happens next?
Is the one that I'm next to still working?
The second antimat.
So I can still
That's
move
what
while doing
destroyed
this,
it.
which is kind of interesting.
People are frozen with fear. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, that would not be great.
It's firing directly at the crew,
Oh,
shooting them. One by one.
so here's the thing. I kind of want to.
It's horrifying.
There's
when an
got
antimatter
to
beam
be
does
a
the human
better
body.
way to find and get across this much story
Regis 3 doesn't spare you.
without this.
Only
like-
such destructive power.
Like
This
surely
technology puts us
I
on a
could,
straight path
you know,
to
I could have like put this all together, right? It, like I could have been, while I was coming through, been like investigating the option, right? I could have seen that this guy was missing an arm and been like, oh, he's missing an arm. Like it looks as though he's been hit by, you know, it looks like he's been hit by the antimatter thing. You know what I mean? Like I think this could be the single worst way to get across this information is just to exposit it to me with photos. Like even a cutscene where I go back in time would be better than
made no difference.
this. I think. Like I get that they have like a stylized thing and
One man
but
has
like
raised his hands
it
in
feels
surrender.
ridiculous that there's just these photos stuck in the machine that was killing like for the record, these are the machines that was killing them. Like so the implication is that these things take the photos, right? Like these things automatically take photos and then the data is then backed up and that's what we've gotten, right? So I guess this is the first indication because you've got the shadow there that maybe implies that, you know, you can see where the beam is coming from. So it implies the kind of first-person view of the machine. But
if only a machine could take pity on him.
I just feel like you should be figuring this out by putting together the clues of the site. And, you know, maybe this is the Batman fan in me or the detective fan in me.
The machine just
but, like,
him.
I
Oh, fuck.
really feel like...
The last photo was from a few moments ago. I'm on it.
Just go.
So he's not dead after all. The machine
Hold
that
on.
massacred the Alliance.
Counter-strafe, 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 counter-strafe. Use your training. Use your training, counter-strafe. Get this counter-strafe as fast as possible.
Perhaps it's best to hope. While moving away. If that's all,
What about that tunnel?
right.
So it's interesting because it ended up not having any consequence, right? That the last photo is of you, like, looking at it. But that's, like, weirdly enough, that is the one case where it would have been really cool if maybe you do the exploration yourself. Hold on, let's just
I'm not hearing
do
you
that.
object, sir.
Go ahead, Yasna. I know you'll do it anyway.
So for example, right, like you find the body, and maybe you find two bodies, right? You, where's the other? So see, there's a body there, and then there's like a body over here, right? You use this device to find the bodies. And then, upon finding the bodies, like one of them is missing an arm, one of them's like cut in half, and you're like, oh my god, like they've been hit by like, well, this one's the one cut in half. And it's like, oh, he's been hit by like an antimatter thing, and then you gotta like put it together. And then, you then, at the end, after having put together everything that the game just exposited to you, you put it together yourself, then you go up to it, and it's like, oh, it's got like some imagery, like, you know, you kind of go through, maybe there's just, maybe instead of it being on the back, the thing is on the front, like the device is on the front of the thing, and then you're going through it, and it's like, okay, so these are some of the images that this robot has seen, and you're going through them one by one and kind of confirming what you've already put together rather than it being exposited to you. And, you know, you're kind of talking through that, and then the last one is just you directly in front of it, and then that's an even bigger, like, oh, fuck, like, and then there's no real consequence to that, though, because, of course, it didn't move. Like, we didn't find that out, and then it moved. It didn't know. So, I don't know, like, I like this style of game, but I don't think that it did the most effective, interesting thing that it could have there.
I can hear a rhythmic, metallic sound coming from beyond the tunnel.
Wait, rhythmic? That means the dune worm is coming. You gotta make okay, we gotta do the dance. Non-rhythmic movement.
I don't understand you, sir.
Non-rhythmic
Your audio is
movement.
breaking up.
Everybody with me.
I'll get back to you.
Non-rhythmic
once I reach the
movement.
end.
Actually, I guess it doesn't matter because the dune worm would go to the noise.
It's an Octan coming at me.
I'm
Carrying something.
all right. Hold on. The cocaine is hitting. The drugs. The drugs, they're hitting me. Hold on, let me. It's the spice. He who controls the spice controls my buzz. Oh no.
I don't feel too. My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
It's because the robots keep looking at me.
Breathe, Yasna. You need to rest.
Oh no, what do I do?
No.
Oh, okay, no, we're fine now. Now we don't need to
I'm better
rest.
now.
You know what? Rest is stupid. You know what's better? Dying. Alright, hold on. What's going on?
Seems like this robot started a task and then got stuck in a loop.
Oh, I know how that feels like.
Carrying boxes. It took one but never left.
Why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles, using the same path.
So, you know, assumedly whatever affected Yasna's
There's
brain
nothing here I
also
haven't seen
affects
before. Just
the
a lot of
machinery,
metal
maybe?
bushes.
It just affects it in a slightly different way. So maybe it's something about, they mentioned radiation earlier. Maybe it's something to do with that.
The lower parts of the bushes are, how to put it, fruitless.
Oh, the fruitless, you
So
say.
the Alliance came to pick the fruit.
Ah. Oh. Let's have a look here.
I think their crew took some soil samples. There's this chipped rock, revealing what lies beneath the surface.
I definitely like some of the aesthetics of this game.
More metal?
Like
Yes,
I like this
a
thing.
metal
This is
interior.
great. This is a neat little teleopticon thing.
Roots
But
are exposed as
I
well.
just,
They're
it's not
embedded in any
the
rock,
right
but
type
in
of
a
like,
tissue-like
you know,
alloy.
what would you call it? Thick punk, NASA punk.
Yeah.
It's not,
That's one
it's
way of
not
putting it.
exactly what I enjoy, but it, you know, it's close enough in some of these ways that it's pretty good.
On the rock, but deep down their roots are embedded in metal. Perhaps you should take a closer look at them, Doctor.
Change the focus, which is very cool. She is not doing well.
I'm checking.
Also, this thing's great. Look at this.
Everything matches.
I love this thing.
There's metal all around.
Isn't this thing
And the
awesome?
bushes have a direct connection with the whole system.
Oh. Huh. This thing's
The
great.
structures
I love
saw
this.
following Gorski.
But again, it's not, it's a little too 50s.
Or perhaps it's
Like I need this to
looks
be a
like
little
two
more
generations.
80s.
One old
If
dead,
that
a
makes
relic.
sense. Like that is it.
Second,
It's like,
these bushes
you know, this is 250s. I need it to be more
remains
80s.
of the former generation.
Hang on. Are you saying that this new generation is alive? And the old one used to be alive?
We can't rule it out.
Did you say that as a biologist?
I wasn't sure.
Did you mention cells?
I wasn't sure
membranes,
what the
organs, or
this is not
bodies,
life
which leads me to one conclusion.
thing was going to be,
That
so I decided to pick the other
not
one.
alive,
I don't fully understand what's going on here. Again, this is like partially in the game, right?
The universe doesn't give a damn about our classifications.
That's right. Time doesn't exist. It's made up by humans.
Would you have learned, discovered, researched so
Oh, okay, we're not meant to go
I'm
there.
just opening up to the unknown.
Okay, well, don't open up too much, because the unknown might take a step inside. All right, so was there anything else to do with his body? By the way, she is absolutely gassed. We need to get her into a like a hot bath and no, maybe not actually. Maybe just take a nap. You know, maybe probably drown in a bath. It's like I feel bad just like hearing how out of breath she is. It makes me feel like I've done something wrong. I've wronged her somehow by making her run around.
Which I'm pretty sure are filled with research material. Those fruits.
I imagine that this robot is not going to take very kindly to taking its only oh no. Oh no. I'm coming down.
I can't handle it anymore.
Oh. What just happened? I like teleported and the robot moved and then the robot teleported. So that's kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a game represent the closing of eyes before with like the correct sort of pinkish hue. So video games always represent eyes closing by the screen going black, right? But when you close your eyes in light, like if there's like light directly pointed at your eyes, then you actually see the kind of pinkish, like fleshy hue of your eyelids, right? I've never seen a video game recreate that before. So that's just like, there's like a weird random thing. Not that it,
Oh, fuck. Fuck, it's
okay, well there you go. There's the consequence I was waiting for.
No, the antimat.
You need to act fast. Move, Yasna, fast.
No.
Yasna? Are you alive?
Yes. It destroyed the robot.
What are you doing now?
All right, you can't see me.
Oh no. Take care of our people, Novik.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I maybe I've ruined this moment by hiding behind a thing because we can't see what it's doing.
Cover lie. I tried.
Oh no, I ruined the demo.
Don't give up. You can't. I failed you. Sorry.
Don't swear.
So fucking sorry.
No, he sweared.
It's all my fault. You hear me? All mine. It was my decision.
I really
I decided to accept it.
I really messed up by putting us behind this rock because we now can't move.
Yes.
All right, hold on.
You're alive.
Oh,
If you could reject it, why didn't you?
All
After
right.
a series of
There we go.
successful missions, are you safe now?
Safe enough. Please continue, sir. I'm all ears.
You will agree that we were doing very well. Outstanding results.
That's how it ought to end.
well.
Well.
Yes, I fully agree, but then it seems...
Oh, there you go. Fun.
This could have been the crowning achievement of the entire expedition. Just imagine...
You could have at least asked us.
I did wrong. I know that now.
Is that meant to be? 'Cause that's not how. That's not how it happened.
Neither do I expect you to.
You lied, video game. I don't care. I don't know you. It's
To
fine.
hell with it. I can't really
It's fine.
blame you.
I forgive you because I don't actually
After all, you're the
have the
commander.
ability to be
It's
mad
your
at you
job
because
to
I haven't
make
played enough of the game
decisions.
to know why this is a problem.
Consequences.
The game's not out yet. Novik, the game's not out yet, so I can't be mad at you. Imagine if, you know, the full game comes out, you get to this moment, it's like no one would ever forgive him.
So, what do we do now?
Well,
Finally let me send Hopper for you?
I like that,
I can't just fly away.
where the...
Now more than
hold on.
ever. I won't rest until
Where is the...
what happened to our people
There
and
it
what we
is.
can do to aid them.
Just the... just the
For now,
legs.
you can forget about the research material. The only thing left of the Arctan is its feet.
Considering all the factors, I would assume everyone in the convoy is
I wonder
dead.
if you walk in
If
front of
there's
this
anything
thing,
more
if
to
it
learn,
just
it's
kills
from the
you.
recording devices. The first anti-map told us a lot. The second one is destroyed. You spoke about the probe. Should be a valuable source of information. And the
Okay, well,
rovers.
we've
Are they on the
disproved
convoy
that.
list?
Ah, but this has opened a new thing. Interesting. Okay. Antimatter gun.
Actually, it's right in front of me.
Fantastic. Now, I really hope that the radio recordings are not just the audio way of, you know what I mean? Like, I hope that we don't have, like, the photos that are the visual way of expositing, and then the audio recordings just being the audio way of expositing. Like, I understand that these sort of games are going to have a lot of exposition in them as you're figuring stuff out, but I would also like you to, you know, actually figure stuff out rather than... Also, the game, unfortunately, does not run super well. Oh. Get you.
Why even bother with security measures when they just leave keys in locks anyway? So,
Well, who else is gonna
Let's hear it.
use the vehicles out here?
Hello, base. This is Antka. Hello, Antka. Tesla here. I can hear you. Reporting. 25th day of the mission, 7:15 a.m. We arrived.
I saw it on the slides.
We encountered a terrain obstacle, but it has been removed.
You can skip ahead if you would.
We've established permanent access to the extraction site.
Oh.
Separated the material for research. Now we're securing the first
So,
transport.
then it's
Dr.
these
Boza
the
and
f-
Monster House have already begun their preliminary research here on site. Gotcha. I'm passing it on. Let us know if there are any updates.
I like this.
Of course.
I like just being able to
Over
flip
and
the
out.
switches. I love switches.
There's more.
Base, come in. Dr. Boza wants to talk with you. Tesla here. Over. We have a sort of
So unfortunately, my worries were well founded.
This is Boza.
We are in fact just sitting here and being audio exposited the next part of the game.
Individually, they are slender and helpless. However, when in a group, they start to
I just don't like that.
new properties.
I need games to be a little more active rather than passive.
And then?
There are a lot of passive storytelling, you know, mediums out there. Film, books, television. You know, they're all very passive.
Did I hear that right?
Video games are the active form. You know, the most active form. Theater can be as well, but usually it's not as active as something like a video game. So, please allow me to be active in the storytelling.
Call it whatever you want. These creatures have a precise threefold symmetry, resembling the letter Y, with three-pointed arms connecting in a central bulge.
Ugh.
Black as coal in direct light, shimmering with shades
Wait.
of blue and olive in reflected light. As my
Wait, are these things those Pokemon? What are the name? What are those Pokemon called? The
Is Markovnik there?
that are all like the letters of the alphabet, and then they have like an eyeball in them. I feel like that's what he's describing right now. Is those weird like unknown Pokemon? Yeah.
Autonomous robots the size of flies.
It's not finished. Let's keep listening.
Hello, convoy.
It's not finished. He's still going. It's like, oh
Yes.
no.
Yes, I'm here. We're finishing loading. Preparing to depart. Don't
Gets tense.
leave the material behind and return to the base.
I love that.
But why?
I love
What
that
happened?
they're like
Scouts came back.
commentating
Tesla?
on the things
What's
they're
going on?
listening to.
Hello? Tesla, come
I
in.
don't like. I
Navigator
just don't
speaking.
like this.
Don't take anything. Just get out of there. Immediately. That's an order.
If you enjoy this sort of passive storytelling in video games, you know, there you go. It's you already know, right?
Capable of affecting
For
other
me,
machines,
you got to be
to the
playing
point
some
that
sort
those
of active
affected
part
become
in the
dangerous to humans.
figuring out
Robots,
of the
they must be
story,
dangerous as well.
and
I don't know how.
it's just
but
not
all
not active
people
enough for
were
me.
killed by larger robots.
I think I figured it out, partially at least. The Alliance scientists were very clear that all of this had to do with an electromagnetic field, the field emitted by these flies. When people displayed disturbing symptoms, field measurements showed above average values. Now, at first I thought it was a sensoric malfunction, after all the machines were broken. It turns out
Go back
that
to
field
2.
damaged them. So
I do
all
like
the
that they've got their
malfunctions
little
occurred after.
thing radio though. It's pretty
Why didn't I
cool.
think of it sooner? Prolonged exposure to strong electromagnetic fields can be harmful to the human brain. Usually it concerns long-term effects, months and years of unfavorable conditions.
Didn't I say that there was going to be some sort? Oh no, I said nuclear, didn't I? Because they mentioned they mentioned radiation, but no, they're talking about electromagnetic field stuff. So is that why she's getting the headaches?
Most probably.
Well, headache,
Another known
putting it
effect
lightly.
of the EM field is memory loss. The human organism continues to function normally, but
Yeah,
the
this is a
human
little
being
bright.
is such as helpless, vulnerable, like a baby. They don't understand the world around
I think we can get out. Yeah, here we
Can
go.
such a person learn the world anew?
It's unprecedented. All we can do now is believe that they will eventually snap out.
All
of
right,
it.
I would assume we're
And when they do,
coming to the end of this demo here. This
hope they won't be used as guinea pigs.
this
We
little
both know this is going to be
slice.
difficult.
Yes, and I don't even know if I'll survive this mission.
Hmm.
Will I see them again? Will they develop properly? Even if it all works out, we will be strangers.
All right,
They won't remember us.
Doesn't
All
seem
that's
like we can
left
get in
is
here.
hope. God damn it.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're
no.
theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
Oh,
Got it, Astrogator. I'll search for those containers of flies.
I was not expecting this demo to be this long. I don't know quite what I was expecting from a demo, but definitely is much longer than I thought. You know, I've been thinking about it, and these rocks just aren't very cool, are they? I would like these rocks to be cooler. Like, this one's alright. But like these ones? I don't know. And also, I just watched the trailer for the next Dune movie, and it's all I'm hearing in my head is Dune music. Oh.
The force field melted adjacent rocks.
They had to run the generator on full power. They were defending themselves after all.
What happens if I
flies, I presume.
walk?
We don't know how large it was.
Oh, it's actually letting me move into that.
That's a good sign.
Well, I don't know that. So far, I can only confirm that the field has not dissipated. Yet.
Okay, never mind. It's not. Now it's not.
There are powerful emitters in the center. Similar to those on energobots.
Emitters only. Do they look like they're buried in the ground?
So there's definitely,
Yeah.
man, there's definitely an element of, because you're on,
The energobot.
you know, you're on Mars, you're doing that
An energobot
Tatooine
can bury
desert
themselves
power,
in such a way that only the
you know,
emitters protrude from the surface.
it's going to be a very samey environment. Now,
Got it.
luckily you can do that within a single game,
The second transporter is under a force field.
but I guess it is something to take note of, that you will definitely feel like you're maybe going insane from,
Probably also in
you know,
better shape
all
than
of
the
these
other
rocks looking identical to rocks you've already seen and things like
ones.
that.
May be intact, though.
However, you know, it's only a complaint that you would really lobby
I
about
know how to get inside.
a
Under
game
this
that's
field.
on
Will you dig
a
tunnel?
rocky or deserty,
won't
like,
have to.
I don't think I would
There's
ever
already
make
an
the same
entrance.
complaint over on
need to
about
get to
a
it.
you know, like Subnautica, for example. Subnautica, like, sure, there are a lot of different underwater environments, but it's still all underwater. So, you know, like, there are maybe some complaints there. Oh, I can see the edge of where the microphone gets cut off on the left there. That's a little awkward. All right, am I meant to be running up here? Also, I can't run for too long because the electromagnetics will kill me. I should really close this out, but now I just make it through. We're so close. Oh, now when this game, that'll be interesting actually, is what will this game look like at night? Because I could see this game being very unsettling, shall we say. Like, it was one of the elements about kind of quote-unquote walking simulators, which is I know is kind of used to be insulting, but, like, I think it's fine as a description. Like, I quite enjoy certain walking simulators. You know, Death Stranding in many ways, a walking simulator. But one of the things that
Astragator, I
is quite
found that
interesting
probe.
about it
Looks like it hid from the
is that they're
skies.
often very
It just
scary.
ended up here
like
by pure luck.
video games like Gone Home and Firewatch can have really tense moments of like
Photograph everything from a greater distance.
of you know, potentially spooky things going on.
Come here, little probie.
Hey, get over here.
Oh, that didn't work.
Come here.
It flew away.
Come here.
You too?
I'd rather
Oh.
say that my lack of authorization is
A lot
more
of
of a problem.
lot
than me
of dead
being
people in this
scary.
game.
I won't be able to bring the probe down
Come here.
unless I find a working controller.
Come here.
I got inside the field.
All right.
Do you
Well,
copy, sir?
this is awkward.
Of course. The force field doesn't block radio waves.
Well, that's convenient.
I suggest the following. If this transporter is actually running, it doesn't make any sense to take out the containers and carry them with you.
Indeed.
You're going to take the whole transport.
I agree.
You'll have the flies in large numbers, and a powerful means of transport that can fly over terrain inaccessible to the rover. But before you leave, you need to take down the force field.
Indeed.
At first,
That's what I'm looking
the
for.
Energobot, turning off the force field, then transporter, departure. All clear?
Wait.
How about I act according to my judgment? And you patiently await my request for help, sir?
You're right, Kessler. You're there. You make the decision.
That's right.
Thank you, sir.
I make the decisions. Like, I think we were meant to do the Energobot first, but
Is the probe still with you?
Just as I thought.
Hmm.
The equipment's still active, but everyone here's dead. The field is no longer a problem.
Meaning?
Disabled.
So
All
wait,
that's left is to get the flies out of there.
wait, what about the probe?
I know it's hard getting used to the sight of corpses.
Did I skip the probe?
It's more than that. I'm starting to understand the suffering they felt in their final moments.
I don't know if I skipped the probe or not.
Left
All
to
right,
fend
we're
for
good.
themselves.
Let's get this transporter out of here.
This one man, he even ate parts of his suit, trying to survive.
Dark.
I'm climbing onto the hovering transporter.
All right. How do I?
Before you leave, though, please check that the cargo is intact.
All right, good idea. How do I? Thank you. Some of these controls can be difficult to do with a mouse. Like some of the twist stuff is a little
Will this really
fudgy.
help our people, Astrogator?
It will, I'm sure.
Hmm.
So, what? Off we go? Yes, sir. What are you wondering about?
Yeah, sure. I got lost for a moment there because of the flies.
You have a lot of time to think about it.
Wait.
Now we have to check if you'll be able to leave with this transport.
There we go.
Of
I was
course.
I was waiting for
I'm
it to
on
let me check the
Although
thing.
first, I like to see them up close.
Very well. Just hurry up.
That's right. One clasp at a time, baby. All right. Take out the growler. Huh.
I must admit, they look amazing.
Has anybody out there seen the movie
Yes,
Life?
sir. What have you done?
I'm watching them, nothing more. Don't worry, sir.
What? Some goddamn black hole has opened in the stratosphere. Can you say not to worry? Just look outside, Doctor. See for yourself.
Okay, to be fair, I did not open up a black hole. I swear, I did nothing that could remotely be considered having opened up a black hole.
If you were wondering, sir,
Oh.
how large a group of these flies could be, I can tell you.
Yes, sir, I know. I can see it from fucking orbit.
We should close the door. All right, I think that's got to be, yep, that's got to be that. All right. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Like, I like some of the story stuff it's doing. I just don't like the way, that it makes you be a little more passive when it exposits stuff to you instead of kind of discovering it more yourself. Considering so much about this game is going to be exploring and finding things anyway. Just give more moments of that, you know, instead of it like, oh, I'm listening through all of these radio things to get this piece of information. Instead, it's like, oh, I'm kind of putting that together myself just from visually what I'm seeing and what I'm finding. Maybe that, and you know what? Maybe that's more true for the photos than the radio. Like the radio, you kind of just need to listen to it. But the photos, like I feel like a lot of the information of like how that went, you could have just, you know, been finding the bodies and being like, what could have done this? The antimatter thing, they must have like turned on them somehow. Like what's going on? Like make that more of a mystery. And I think the moment of like, oh, this thing is looking at me and it's like taking the image. I think that's kind of cool. So there's definitely some effective stuff here. Hey, if you like 1950s thick punk, you know, space sci-fi stuff, it's definitely aesthetically going to do it for you. Anyway, there you go. There's the Invincible. Coming soon. Thanks for joining me. See ya.